Hello everyone, Professor Thompson here. It is June 13th and this should be a fairly short video. I got a couple items I just want to remind you about as we are into Unit 2. The first came from an email from a few students, and the question was, what is the research aspect of the Musical Me speech? What should I be looking up in this music presentation if it's supposed to be a song that connects to me with a significant moment or a significant person or a significant characteristic about myself? So this is a really good question. I first want to say that in the requirement sheet, I very clearly laid out that this speech will have 3 body points, and I am looking for each of you to have the exact same 3 body points. Body point 1 in the speech is going to be the background of the artist. It's going to be the history of the artist, the history of the band. You're going to be researching information about the band, interesting facts, awards, whatever you want to share. But I want to know, why was the song developed? Where did the song come from? Who produced it? It's the history behind the artist and the song. So if it has anything to do with background information about why it was created and the history and where these people came from, body point 1. That's on page 2 of the requirement sheet as well. The second body point is going to be a lyric breakdown. Okay? It's a clear separation from what body point number 1 was, and I want to know specifically what's in that lyric. Are there themes that are emerging? Does that lyric tell a story? Is there some sort of progression or development that I should be aware of? What are, these interpretive pieces of lyric, and why do they fit together like a puzzle piece into maybe this masterpiece of a song? But you're breaking that lyric down. Again, body point 1 is history and why it was written, who wrote it, and about them as an artist or band. Body point 2, where you will bridge to with a transition, becomes, let's deep dive into the actual song and discuss what it is about. Finally, as you bridge into body point 3 is your personal connection. This is why it connects to you, how it connects to you, how it represents a significant moment. If I could backtrack real quickly, again, in body point 2, where you're doing a lyric breakdown, this is where you might actually talk about research as well. If you've researched the song, thematic interpretations, maybe there's a theme of suicide in there, and so you're going to do some research on suicide, and there's going to be some sort of something that you can put into the presentation about that. So, and then body point 3 again is about you. So think about how this is a reflection and a connection into your life. I really feel like if you develop body point 1, and then you also think about then developing body point 2 in that interpretation, and then you're sharing some sort of personal narrative in body point 3, it's very easy to reach that 5-minute minimum. Please also remember that it's 5 to 8 minutes, so you shouldn't be going longer than 8 minutes for these speeches. So much like my emphasis on the first speech of being simple, this speech follows a very simple pattern, and it should fit that 5 to 8 minute time frame. You want to make sure, as the requirements say, that you have somebody else play your music, and so think about how you can play it off of a phone. You can play it off of a Bluetooth speaker, maybe a computer or a laptop, but we want to be able to hear the music in the speech, and we're only hearing a portion of the song. Please remember that. My requirement sheet is extensive, so please make sure you're looking at that. I would also recommend looking at some example videos that are posted online. so that you can get a sense of or an idea of other presentations that are in this same area and used similar criteria. I also want to close out by reminding you that there are state requirements. You need to make sure unedited video, make sure that it's in a public venue, and you want to make sure that you are, again, gathering your own audience and speaking in front of 8 people or more that are there that you've gathered to watch your speech. I have started grading the presentations. I'm probably about 20 to 24 deep at this point, and that's of about 50 presentations. So I want to make sure I'm working hard to get those done and providing some feedback to you very shortly. I fly out tomorrow to the East Coast for 5 days. So I'm going to, again, when I'm in my hotel, work to grade some speeches, provide some feedback in between some of the things that I have going on. So keep enjoying your summers. Hopefully you're doing well. And if you have any questions, please make sure that you email me and I'll try and follow up with you. I think one more thing before I leave. Remember that deadlines are deadlines, right? Unit 1 ended at June 11th at midnight, as I said it would. Everything that was on the schedule, including peer evaluations, had to be completed by that date. As you go into unit number 2, make sure you're looking at that schedule. Everything listed in that schedule for unit 2 is due by midnight on June 20th. So you've got another 7 days to make sure that you're getting all of that stuff done. And then as we move into unit 3 again, you have until July 2nd. Have a great summer. Pop emails my way if you have some questions, and we'll hear from you soon.